Less than 1 minute. CFVI curling back up, coming up into 14 bucks. Hold number resistance. And let's get it. Just cracked 14. CFVI. Squashed. Let's see if we can get that dip we wanted. Nope, bought right back up. Testing 1440 now. A-bus dipping. So coming down into that pre-market swing low level. Again, that's A-bus. All right, I'm gonna hit A-bus. So that's off of this pre-market swing low level. And I'm gonna take this one up into 5 bucks. That's whole number resistance. 1-to-1. That means a 468 stop for A-bus. So it would also have to crack that second swing low level to stop me out as well. That's another huge plus for this play. All right, I'm gonna let that work. See if we got anything else setting up. You got a little dip on CFVI, starting to curl back up now, up into 14 bucks. Again, I wanted a bigger dip than that. We still might get it, but we'll just have to give it time. There's A-bus. I'm going to take profits right there. Super nice move on A-bus. Not today, A-bus. You ain't getting me today. All right. I'm going to go back to CFVI now. Here's CFVI. Still not in it. All right, right here. Right here is where I'm going to hit it at. Taking out this second swing low level. Now I'm going to look for a quick VWAP retracement on this one. VWAP up at 1317 with 1-to-1. All right. So quick VWAP retracement. 1232 stop for it. Still in CFVI, just barely missed VWAP. A-bus down at that second swing low now. So that second one at 476. So CFVI only trade I'm in at the moment. We got some buyers coming back into it. Let's see if we can get that one last push. All right, I'm going to bail out of it, CFVI. But I'm looking to reposition right here. Because now we're down into that other swing low level at 1238. But again, I'm going to lower my size. Still not in it, giving it a second. See if we can get buyers to come back into it. All right. So I'm going to jump back in it, CFVI. See if we can get a little pullback. So I'm going to take this up into that previous swing low level. That's at 1275 with a 1-to-1. That means a $12 stop. All right, let's see what else is out there. I'm seeing BFRI in chat. Let's take a look at that one. Yep, nice move this morning on BFRI. Pre-market highs at 460. Coming up into $5 hold number resistance. But I'm going to focus on one trade at a time. Don't want to take on too much. So I'm going to let CFVI play out first. Still want to see this swing low level hold. Again, the stop for this one is going to be $12. A-bus nice bounce off of that second swing low level. Again, that second swing low level is at 476. Coming up back up into VWAP at 498. Let's see what CFVI wants to do here. Messing with 12 bucks. If it doesn't hold 12, I'm gonna have to bail. Yup, I'm gonna have to bail out of CFVI. But again, so I'm not gonna keep hitting CFVI. Obviously, there's no follow through on this one, but you are coming down into another swing low level. Your biggest swing low level at 1190. But I gotta stick to my plan. And it's also 12 bucks is whole number support. So that combined with it being a swing low level, even higher probability. All right, let's see what else we got. Omer coming down to that swing low at 766. Again, pretty low on volume. Not a huge fan of this one. DWAC, I believe we're bouncing off of that daily level at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so nice bounce off of 4670. That was that daily level that was formed on the 26th of last month. DWAC. So nice bounce on that one. I'm going to go back to BFRI, see what's going on over there. Still halted. Let's see. I'll take a look at the daily chart for it. I like the daily chart for BFRI. So no overhead daily resistance up until 1040. So I'm going to draw that out. Also going to draw out yesterday's highs. That's at 608. ABLIS. So ABLIS just cracked $5. Coming up into Hive Day at the moment, starting to get some volume. Hive Day is at 514. Let's see if it can do it. There's 512. Boom, 520. So it snapped that Hive Day level. Lots of volume coming into it. Let's see, where's my pre-market highs? Pre-market highs up at 545. That's your next key level of resistance you're going to want to have marked. CFVI still a no-show over here. I'm going to stay away from that one. It ain't getting me again. Let's see if we got anything else. Sheesh. Huge gap up on BFRI after the halt, coming up into $6. Cracking $6, just cracked yesterday's highs, coming up into 625 now. Again, you got room on the daily on this one. You got room to 1040 on BFRI. But I ain't touching it up here. No chance I'm touching it up here. You Momo traders have at it, but this is just way too extended for me. So pulling back off of yesterday's highs. Down into that natural level at 575. Again, keep in mind you got that gap at $5. $5 also whole number support, so you could get a nice pop off at that level if price is to hit it. ABA's curling back up, so ABA's going back to high day at 520. About to boom, crack 520. There's 523 coming up into 525 natural resistance. That's ABUS. Your next key level for ABUS, like I said, is those pre-market highs. You got pre-market high resistance at 545. Let's see if we got anything else. Omer, pretty dead on volume, but like I said, messing with that swing low level. I missed DWAC this morning. So like I said, you got a nice bounce off of that daily support level in DWAC, which happened at 9:41 a.m. Eastern time. A nice bounce on that one. CFVI still selling off. BFRI curling back up. So it found support off of 575. Now coming back up into yesterday's highs. Let's see if it can break. High day is 625. Yep, it burned me twice. But I did have a nice trade on ABUS, so I'm just barely green this morning. Unless I see something that's just picture perfect A+, I'm not gonna force anything. Yep, read my mind. So PHUN breaking high day at the moment. That's PHUN getting some nice volume towards it. We got VWAP at 381. So VWAP going to serve as some resistance right here. So don't sleep on fun either. BFRI, so back above $6. Said EXPR. Let's take a look at it. So we're at 422 at the moment. Let's take a look at the larger time frame. Again, your larger time frame is your best friend. You cannot ignore that larger time frame. Super, super important. So let's take a look at it. You got daily resistance up at 480. You actually had 2 rejections off that level. You had one back on the 3rd, so last month on the 3rd, and then again on the 22nd. You definitely got some resistance at 480. But again, plenty of room to that level. And you're sitting on pre-market highs at the moment. That's at 422. So I do like that. Every time it dips below those pre-market highs, EXPR, what happens? It gets bought right back up, right back up. Multiple rejections off of those pre-market highs. This one could be a nice play once you get that move back above Hive Day, 433. Nice move on BFRI. So right now, pulling back off of that natural resistance, 650. DWAC popping up in the VWAP. DWAC. So BFRI just took out that little swing low level that we just recently formed, 560. So let's see if that level can hold. If 560 can't hold, then you're probably going to see this fill that gap down at $5. All right, I'm going to do a quick little review of my 3 trades today. If you're trading, then just ignore me. But if you're interested in the review, I'm going to start with ABUS. So ABUS, the key level I bought this off of this morning was 484. That was that pre-market swing low level that got put in at 8:48 a.m. Eastern time. Again, that's 8:48 a.m. Eastern time. Grabbed this morning, dipped down into that level. And profit target on this, $5 being that whole number resistance. And speaking of dip, look at that dip on ABUS. Again, not to get distracted. And then as always, we keep that 1-to-1 risk reward. So I had a solid play on ABUS. As we can see, I ended up selling to that break of 5. But let's go to my other 2 trades because we can't skip over the losers. We gotta address those as well because they're just as important. So CFVI, as we can see, this one just shit itself all morning. My trade was off of this swing low level at 1275. Now I actually broke my rules on this one. Again, if you're trading, just ignore me. But if you are interested in these recaps, how did I break my rules on CFVI on this first trade? Does anyone know? But just for anyone that trades my particular style. So What I did wrong on CFVI on this first trade was I never like to hold into the whole number. So for example, you can see we popped up into 13 bucks, 9:34 a.m. Eastern time. It's not smart to hold through the whole number when you're playing my strategy. All right, that's going to serve as resistance like it did here. And then boom, what happened? We sold off as a result. So I know what I did wrong on that first trade. But the second one wasn't a bad trade at all. Off of that second swing low level, 1238. So I grabbed it off that level as it was starting to curl back up. Profit target was the previous swing low level. That's 1275. And then as we can see, it just barely missed the profit target, then sold off. So again, no follow through whatsoever on CFVI. Yeah, it's starting to curl back up now off of 11 bucks, as we know that's whole number support. But I'm not touching this thing. Way too much overhead resistance now. Yeah, have a good one, Tommy. But even though I had 2 losses today and I had 1 win, still ended in the green. How did I end in the green? Because once you're green on the day, you always preserve those profits. That means cutting down size. Super, super important. So again, ABUS, we're back down into those 2 swing low levels. Same as this morning. 484 and 476. Let's see. So we were just talking about fun, PHUN. This one's still grinding up higher, coming up into 4 bucks at the moment. Our whole number resistance. And I believe we got some daily resistance up here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take another look at it. So you break 4 bucks, you got room up into 412. 412 is daily resistance. So if you play the breakout on that one, I would definitely take something off at 412. Or at least lock in something to make sure you're green. Let's see, what was BFRI? What's it doing? So set off to 550. So how are we looking this morning? Green, red, no trades. Yep, looks like a pretty mixed day. Night waiter, that means lower your size. Most people, they try to do the opposite. So when they go on a losing streak, typically what most beginners do is they up the size to try to recover those losses. But you need to do the opposite. So if you're on a losing streak, just like I had a couple losing days in a row, what did I do? I cut down that size. Risk management is of the utmost importance. Because everybody leaves the stock market. So everybody leaves the game the same exact way. How do they leave? They blow up their accounts. So the key to staying in the game is risk management. Okay? Gotta prioritize it. Not lucid. I cut size in half. Sheesh. Nice work, Link. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, man, that's just part of trading. I mean, setbacks, drawdowns in capital, that's going to happen. There's no such thing as having, linear progress. You're going to have dips in capital. It doesn't matter how experienced you get, how many years you're in this, you're going to have little setbacks like that. Because like someone said, like Frisco said, you can only take what the market gives you. If it's a slow market, then, there's nothing you can do about that. You just got to focus on preserving your capital. Because what's going to happen? The market's going to heat up again. It's not always going to be, crap. It's going to heat up again. And then when it heats up, you can capitalize on it. But you can only capitalize on it if you're still in the game. And how do you stay in the game? You manage your risk. Looks pretty dead out there. I don't see much really moving. DWAC pulling back as well. Back below VWAP. BFRI starting to curl back up. BFRI. Yeah, Jonas, see, you can tinker around with it and see, but shorting, that's not, I've never shorted before. But yeah, I see what you're saying. If you're interested in short selling, I would definitely hit up Trader Allen. So Trader Allen, he's one of the moderators in here. I don't know if he's still shorting or not, but he used to kill it with the shorts. Yeah, Papa Allen. Yeah, but he used to do a lot of short selling as well. So he's definitely the guy to go to for that. DWAC coming back down to that daily level. Again, I really don't trust dips in this market. Here goes BFRI back above VWAP. Coming up into $6 now, BFRI. Don't sleep on it. Here we go. So back above yesterday's highs. Let's see if we can get that Momo to pick up. Starting to get some volume. Five days at 658. Let's see, pulling back again off of yesterday's highs. Also $6 whole number resistance. All right, y'all, that's going to be it for me. This is pretty much just watching paint dry at this point. So I'm going to go make some video lessons. Y'all have a good one.